What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mode video. So today I want to talk about a perk that made its way into Season 11 alongside, I guess, the rest of the Battle Pass, which is the Pinpoint perk. So I wasn't really expecting to make this video this soon because I would have assumed that maybe the perk would be locked behind some sort of seasonal challenge, like maybe mid-season. But this time around, I guess to my surprise, it came out within the Battle Pass, so that was actually kind of interesting. So I decided to use it for a little bit while I was grinding diamond for the EM2. And there are a lot of noticeable differences between using it and not using it. So just in case you guys haven't unlocked the perk yet, let me just explain really quickly what this perk actually does. So it is a red perk and it allows you to basically have more aim assist as you're shooting down an enemy, or if they're actually hitting you. So for example, let's say you shoot an enemy, they'll outline in red and the aim assist will become stronger towards them. And this also applies, the aim assist buff also applies to you when you do get hit. So maybe if you make it out alive, you will have better aim trying to take them down. But the thing only lasts for about 5 seconds. This is the legitimate actual cause of what happens when you do use the perk. However, in the blog post before they released Season 11, they did say that it was going to increase ADS speed instead, but I guess they got it wrong. Or maybe they're still reworking it, I'm not really that sure, but yeah, it actually just increases the aim assist. So I did test this out in the test server previously, a few seasons back, and I didn't really notice that there was a bump up in aim assist. Me and my friend Parker were trying to like figure out whether or not it actually worked. Sometimes it felt like it worked, sometimes it felt like it didn't. For the most part, it really felt like it didn't, so I guess it was underdeveloped at the time, but now that it's officially out and, you know, and I guess it's in its final stage of development, I do kind of notice the change in aim assist when you're shooting someone. So according to Zero.exe on Stats on Duty, they did say that Pinpoint perk enhances aim assist while dealing or taking damage. The aim assist is increased by roughly 10 to 15%. The increase is very fickle and has large variation in measurement. The duration of effect is 5 seconds, which is refreshed each time you deal or take damage. The effect of the perk is not very noticeable, but it definitely makes the aim assist stronger. The highlighting effect is much more noticeable at longer ranges. So like I said, it's a very noticeable increase when you are shooting someone down. But I do have some complaints about this for the future, as well as, you know, I guess the other feature that may seem a little pointless. So first, let's talk about the pointless feature really quickly. So I did say that it does highlight your enemy in red whenever you shoot them, so you have better visibility over them, which is kind of stupid because, you know, this game doesn't really have a lot of visibility issues. You know, there's tags all over the enemy, you know, like red little lights to show that they are the actual enemy. So I wouldn't really see a reason as to why they would have a red highlighting thing. I feel like the aim assist thing should be the only feature for it. But I guess this might apply for those that, you know, I guess run screens that are like a lot smaller, you know, like phones and such. But for the most part, if you're on iPad, there's no real reason for you to actually use the perk if you're looking for the highlighting effect. As for the other thing, you know, the main, you know, the aim assist, I have a problem with it because it might actually incentivize a lot of players with literally no skill to use the perk and have it, like, I guess almost a near unfair edge over, you know, players that have been, I guess, kind of playing for a much longer time. Like, don't get me wrong, it's kind of like, I guess, training wheels for aiming for those that may not be experienced with the game, especially on controller because it's really different compared to console. And as for touch, I'm assuming it would help a lot more, and for PC, I would assume the same. But the thing is that when you're landing a hit, I mean, dude, like you could try to aim away, it won't let you. The aim assist is really that strong. It kind of like brings you back to how strong the aim assist was, like back in like Season 6, you know, the once upon a time in Rust, when controller support was barely getting the aim assist. It was extremely powerful. Of course, over time, they did kind of nerf the aim assist to make it a little weaker, but this perk kind of like brings it back to those days. And for me personally, when I was using it, you know, especially in shipment, yeah, it did save me quite a bit in a lot of gunfights as it was for like another person that was, you know, constantly being matched up with me that was getting diamond on the EM2 as well. You know, I mean, that guy was pretty much as good as I was, And yeah, I mean, the perk was literally saving our asses on certain gunfights. What I'm afraid of is that it's going to end up becoming a crutch for all those lower skilled players that, you know, never really seem to improve in the game. And this applies to all different inputs, controller, touch, you name it. It might end up becoming so powerful to the point where everyone is going to use it because they know that it gives them an edge. Of course, there's probably going to be a minority of people that actually abuse this perk. I'm sure a lot of people focus on using Flak Jacket, Lightweight, Skulker, or just any other red perk. But yeah, I can't help but feel that it's going to be like really catastrophic towards the game if everyone is using it and you're like the only one that's not. And for me, I've practiced my aim for such a long time. I've been playing controller in this game since like season 6 of year 1. And yeah, I've came a long way when it comes to like how I aim, how I shoot and everything, recoil control and all. But you know, I don't want to use this perk, and I stopped using it because I don't want to over rely on something like this. And to be truthful with you guys, I don't really think it's going to make much of a difference for me. I mean, like I said, I always practice in the firing range from like 1 to 2 hours a day, so my aim is not really going to falter anytime soon. I know there are times where, you know, my aim might be a little trash every now and then, but that happens to everyone. Everyone's human. So I would say, at least right now, time will tell whether or not people are actually going to use the perk. Again, I don't know. The guy that was using it against me in free-for-all shipment, I mean, he was probably using it just to test it out. Maybe he's not going to use it all the time, but yeah, I mean, it's not really something I'm too concerned with, but at the same time, I am kind of concerned in case, you know, things get worse where everyone's starting to use it. But like I said, it shouldn't really affect me that hard. And if anyone ever tells you that they're the better player than you after beating you while they use that perk, don't take them fucking seriously. They're trash. Come on, guys. I would say the better players are going to be the ones that obviously don't use this perk, but you know, the shittier ones are going to always rely on something that's overpowered. I mean, that's typically what happens in Call of Duty. There are typically players out there that just use whatever is easy or use whatever becomes easy. I mean, that's why you see like a lot of people on Reddit or Twitter kind of like showing off their diamond weapon, but the only reason why they did it is because it got buffed and now it's easy to do. So it's like, you know, when I see shit like that, I can't, like, sometimes I just want to like make them feel worthless, but you know, that's just not something I would like to do, especially as a content creator. Oh my god, you get canceled for bullying. So yeah, be grateful we live in 2022. Am I right, guys? But sometimes I will admit bullying sometimes need to exist to get these douchebags get their heads out of their ass, you know? So as for the perk affecting the sniper rifles, I'm not really that sure. Maybe it'll affect it because, like I said, it has like a 5-second effect. It might affect it after they kill someone, or you know, if they get a hit marker off of them, they will have better aim. But again, with sniper rifles, I mean, come on, like they're the easiest shit to use in this game. So I don't really feel like there's a need to use it for snipers either. So that's just me, of course. I mean, feel free to use it, but you know, don't expect people to respect you for using it, especially if you're a person that likes to brag after like beating someone in a match. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, make sure to subscribe for some more COD mobile content. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.